All right, so this is by far the simplest trading strategy you'll ever need. If you're a trader, you definitely know this strategy. If you're new to the game, I'll put you on. It's not complicated. The thing where most traders get wrong is they have a million indicators on their screen. They have one indicator telling them to buy at this point. They have one indicator telling them to sell at the same exact time. And they have another indicator that's telling them to like close their computer screen or to get the fuck out. Like there's so much shit going on the screens that they can't make a decision, and there's paralysis there. And I made a video about this earlier or previously, but I kind of want to touch on it again because it's so simple that it kind of hurts that more people aren't really just trading this way. It makes sense why I guess people aren't, because they don't want to make money, and most people are just greedy, and most people don't have a structure. That's why they're not consistent. But let me put you on to what I typically do and what my mindset is before I get into a trade, right? So this is my pre-prep planning for tomorrow, and I literally, it doesn't take me that long. Honestly, it doesn't take me that long at all. So let me go to the chart. So before I day trade, right? So I don't care about, I simply just trade the 15 minute, right? I trade the 15, the 5, and the 1. But I look at the 4-hour chart just to see what market conditions are looking at. Sometimes you need to get a bigger picture on what you're actually looking at. So I have QQQ open, so it's essentially just follows, it's an index that follows the tech stocks. So essentially just follows the market. And if you can look here, let me just put you on. You might know this information already, you might not, whatever. So look at this. Boom, simple. This is previous resistance, previous support. Look how beautiful this is. I'll even draw a box for you, for those of you who can't see how beautiful this is. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at this beautiful piece of art. This is what I call beauty. Some people look at the stars. Some people look at outdoors, the mountains. This is beautiful to me because it's so simple. It is, you don't need to overcomplicate it. And hindsight is 2020, right? Like hindsight is always 2020. But this is simple: support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. And it doesn't have to be an exact point because it's never going to be an exact point, but it's just a general range of, okay, at this point we generally reverse. And I like to trade reversals. That's my MO right there. All right, so now that I described that, let's click out of here. Well, because we're going to get back to the support resistance later on. I just needed to tell you all about it. So now we're on the 4-hour chart, right? I don't trade on the 4-hour chart, but I just look at where market conditions are right now. So if you zoom in a little bit, right, we have a high at 551 or 541, sorry. And then look at how beautiful this is. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And this potentially could be a lower high. And it looks like every time we approach this blue line right here, the line I have highlighted right here, this EMA, it looks like every time we are about to approach it, we pull back. We pull back. Right? So that's simple patterns. That's all technical analysis is patterns. But the patterns don't always have to happen again, right? But we're just trying to put ourselves in the best probability of it happening again. If not, we have some sort of structure to, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. So this is the 4-hour chart. So in my mind, this is bearish territory because, look, why? Why do I say bearish? Because we're going down. Which way is this line going? It's not going up. It's going down. So that's bearish territory in my mindset on the 4-hour chart because we're making lower highs and lower lows. So now let me go to the 15-minute chart, which I typically trade. So let me zoom out a little bit because it's a little too zoomed in for me. And look at this beauty. You remember support resistance? My friends, look at how beautiful this is. Let me zoom in on my face real quick. Look at how beautiful this is. This is beauty. This is beauty. Look at this. What is it? 503? 50? Like I said, it doesn't have to be exact point. But around this range, we typically, or we have, not typically because it's only happened once, but we pulled back. And then look, we hit that and then we pulled back. And this is enough confirmation for me to want to hop in a sell. In my case, I would hop in a put because I trade options. But look at how beautiful this is. We have our general support, like it's not going to be exact. It's like general support around here. And then we have our resistance. So if I were to go into a play, and I like to use this box that they have on Webull. So whether you're going long, going short. So in this case, we'd be going short. So we'd set that right there because that's where potentially I would buy at. We set our stop loss, let's say about 504. And then we set our TP, or take profit, or where we take our money about here. I like to set it a little bit lower. I don't like to set it right exactly at the previous low or the previous support. And then let's close this, make this a little bit tighter. So I like to get it as close to 3-to-1 as possible. In this case, it's a 2.7 reward, risk to reward. So you're essentially almost making 3 times what you're risking. In this case, it's not perfect. It's not going to always be perfect. And I don't close my position out at these exact price ranges. It's all about price action. It's all about what the price is doing in that particular moment. So my play for tomorrow, and it's March 5th, about 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock. And I'm doing a little market analysis, just got out of work. So this is pretty much how I do my analysis. I go to the 4-hour chart. I look at which way we're trending, overall market conditions. It looks like we're bearish. And then I try to look for my best friend, support and resistance, because I like to trade reversals. I like to trade when I think it's going to reverse, because that's when they're the best profit potential. And you could set your stop loss you could set it slightly higher than your previous resistance or your support. It's so simple. And also look at this, right? Another indication of, all right, let's hop in a short, let's hop in a sell here, let's hop in a put, all the same general direction going down. Look at this. Every time it hits this, you see this line, this green line, this is simple moving average. Every time it hits this, boom, what happened? Went down. Boom, what happened? Went down. I mean, it went a little bit above it. It's not exact. That's the game we play. Boom, went down. Boom, hit it, went down. Boom, down. Boom, down. So there's more than enough information there for me to back this trade that I'm about to take tomorrow. So I'm going to take this trade tomorrow, March 6th. There's more than enough information there, but I always want to give you guys some insight on like what my brain thinks before I hop into a trade. And it doesn't take me an hour. I'm not on this for like 50 hours. It honestly takes me like 15 minutes. I only trade NVIDIA. Sometimes I trade options on QQQ, but that's really it. I keep it simple. I don't overcomplicate it. So I'll keep you guys updated on the trade that I take tomorrow. So I'm trying to flip my account from 300 to 1,000. So right now we're at 487. So I haven't taken a trade in about a week or so because I have all these calls, all these like trying to get remote interviews and things like that. So I can trade, so I don't have to go to this casino and not be on the screen, right? So the more message here, right? You see, I have a plan. I have discipline. I have structure. That's number one. Number two, keep it simple. You don't need a million indicators on the screen. You don't need a million things going on because then you have that paralysis. I touched on that earlier. And number three, man, I don't even know. Number three is just stick to the plan, right? This is my strategy. This is my plan. I'm going to follow it. And I have no emotions in this. Like, this is just, okay, if it doesn't go my way, all right, we're on to the next trade. Like, don't overdo it. Don't overthink it. It's simple. This game that we play is simple. But make sure you have an exit strategy. Make sure you have an exit strategy. That was my one flaw, was I never had an exit strategy, whether I'm up or down. As you could see, back to the chart, my exit strategy is right here. Like, it's not going to be exact, but this is the general ranges of when I would exit and when I would enter. And also, what's going to have an influence on me tomorrow is pre-market conditions, depending on where we're trading at pre-market. So this is the potential trade I'm going to trade. It is a probability game, right? The game we play is probabilities. It's trying to put yourself in the best probability that a trade will go your way, but the pattern doesn't have to repeat itself. It's just you trying to put yourself in a situation where it's most likely going to happen. But in the case it doesn't, we have an exit plan. So stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you updated on this journey. Right, I'll keep you guys updated on this journey from 300 to 1,000. And if I provided any value, just stay tuned. Throw the sub. Maybe not. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't know. Show some love. But I'll keep you guys updated, trying to grow this account from 300 to 1,000, so I can show that you can more than triple your account simply by following a set plan, following a set strategy. I'm not saying you have to do it in a week. It's taken me a lot longer than that because I only have 3 day trades and I don't have the chance to look at the screens every day. But my goal is to show you that even with $500, you can have a strategy, you can have a plan, and you can make money, right? And then you can just scale it once you learn this skill. This is all a skill that we're trying to learn. If you're watching a video like this, you're trying to learn the skill. You're not going to be an expert. You're not going to be an expert boxer first day. You're not going to be an expert whatever first day. So we're just trying to learn, trying to grow. So if I provided any value, stay tuned and let's grow this account. Peace.